Hello everyone, I'm BroneReads and it is raining today. It's really coming down hard. I don't think I'm in the mood to do another Starkit's Prophecy video. No, this isn't the kind of day that deserves a bad fanfiction. But what should I read today? It's raining. Rainbows. Rainbow Factory. Perfect segue. I'm going to be reading Rainbow Factory. For those of you who don't know, it's a bit of an infamous My Little Pony fanfiction about how rainbows are made. It's a lot more disturbing than it sounds, trust me. It was written by femfiction user Aurora Dawn, and it was based on a song by Wooden Toaster. If you don't know who Wooden Toaster is, I don't know what to tell you. I seriously don't. I have no idea how to say things. Anyway, story time. This one starts out with song lyrics from the song Rainbow Factory. So now you get to hear more of my horrible singing voice. Hooray! Now a rainbow's tale isn't quite as nice as the story we knew of sugar and spice. That's not how I was taught rainbows are made, but okay. Okay, Wooden Toaster, good song so far. Fair bit of warning, I might not have much to say about this because it's actually really good. There's long been rumors as to how, exactly, rainbows are made in Equestria. While a great amount of Pegasi ponies are employed in the rainbow department of the weather factory, almost all of them do the low-end work. What's known is that great streams of spectra, the individual colors of the rainbow, flow through large grates and into vast vats. Vast vats, that's, I hope that was intentional because that's actually kind of funny. It's just a little bit of lighthearted humor for a story about, I'm not going to spoil it, you probably already know. If you don't, then chances are you're not a fan of the show. From there, workers carefully and equally mix the spectra into the coagulated rainbow pools that dot and run through the factory and surrounding city. Next, that mixture is pumped to the floor below, where other employees atomize it and store it until the active weather Pegasi deploy it in field. However, no one knows how individual spectra is made. Supplies are never seen being brought in, leaving not even a clue what goes into a rainbow. Tourists, when visiting the factory, are treated to an extremely foreboding and plain wall, with massive solid doors barring entry to any pony at any time. While most of the facility's various signs and architecture is bubbly and welcoming, the Rainbow Factory's upper floor was protected by harsh imagery of potential hazards and death, and the cloud wall was made not out of the clean white of the rest of the city, but of a black, quietly thundering fog. Have I already mentioned that this is really good? Like, seriously, I honestly wish I could write like this. I don't know what else to say. To become an employee of the Upper Rainbow Factory meant sacrificing any life outside those black walls. Workers are sworn to secrecy and forbidden from leaving, and live inside the facility itself. Those few who ever managed to make it out, not in a body bag, were twisted and disturbed, too damaged to ever bring themselves to talk about it. A lot of theories were proposed. Dark magic from captured unicorns, chemicals and environmental hazards that no sane pony would tolerate, and even thoughts of another unknown sister of Celestia's, destined to create the spectra instead of raise the sun or moon. First of all, Pokemon Sun and Moon confirmed. Second of all, I don't think that the former employees would be mentally disturbed because of an alicorn. Just saying. None of them could be further from the truth. But a rainbow's easy once you get to know it. That sounds kind of sexual. With the help of the magic of a Pegasus device. I hope Pegasus device isn't a euphemism for something. Oh, great. People are gonna get... I'm gonna have to do some voices, and I am not very good at doing canon voices. Come on, Orion, we're gonna be late for our final test, Scootaloo called to a friend of hers. She was older now, in her last year of flight school. I thought Scootaloo couldn't fly. She, like all other Pegasus... Again, this is overall a really good fan fiction. I'm just nitpicking here. I was terribly nervous of the... Sorry about that. Something came up. Anyway, terribly nervous of the final test. Those that passed were granted freedom into the world to find their cutie marks. If they're this old, why are they still blank flanks? Are there like 50-year-old or whatever the pony equivalent is blank flanks in Equestria? I'm seriously very concerned about this. I wish this fanfiction, or heck, the show itself, would address this and become working ponies. A little known, or at least little thought about fact, was of what happened to the fillies that failed their test. While uncommon, one or two from every class generally didn't have it in them to perform the rigorous acts and maneuvers. Those that failed their tests were looked down upon in the worst of ways, shunned and hated. Cloudsdale had always bred a form of nationalism amongst its occupants. If you weren't the best, or didn't show the potential of being the greatest, you weren't allowed to be part of the glorious collective. I didn't know my dad was in charge of Cloudsdale. That was a joke. My dad's actually a really cool guy, I think. I don't know. I don't talk to him much. Not that he's not around. I just don't talk to him. Scootaloo moved a little to the side as Orion, a tall yet fairly skinny pony, settled next to her. He fluffed his light brown feathers and gave a worried attempt at a smile as he stared around where he sat. They were sitting in the large open waiting room overlooking the Colosseum with all the other graduating Pegasi. Just visible in the distance was the factory. Orion glanced at it and gulped. Orion, why are you looking at the factory? Do you know what happens to the failing ponies? Is there something you're not telling us, Orion? What's the matter, Orion? You afraid of being ground up into a rainbow? That's not what it says. Is you afraid of getting a dead-end job on the snow line? But it might as well say that, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Orion chuckled a bit, and closed his eyes aside. No, it's just, I don't know. I don't think I can do this. What if I fail? What if I don't fail, but do just bad enough to still be disliked by everyone? I don't know if I can take being deported. Where do we even go, anyways? Scootaloo gave Orion a friendly punch. No one knows, you dolt. Ha ha ha. Being afraid of the unknown is for losers. And we're not going to fail. Everyone here is going to be fine. I know I will at least pass, she laughed. Thanks to the tips from Rainbow Dash, I'm sure to be fine. Oh yeah, sure, that reassures me. That's actually just as, if not even more reassuring, than the psychopathic hate every pony here seems to love to spread. Wait, psychopathy exists in Equestria? This is already pretty dark. Quit panicking, scaredy wings, Scootaloo replied. The only one here I think even might fail is that yellow pony with the dark green mane. She's the one who was out sick for that month, you know. Oh yeah, Orion remembered as he craned his head in the other pony's direction. The one who had that bad case of hoof and wing. Hoof and what? She looks pretty confident, though. I suppose we'll see, Scootaloo trailed, turning to look at the factory herself. It gave her chills, not of fear, but of pride. I hope I get some cool active weather job. Can you imagine? Everyone in Ponyville or Philadelphia staring up at me, going, There goes Scootaloo, such an amazing flyer, and from Cloudsdale there can be no doubt. She smiled in excitement, forgetting her tension for the moment. That would be something, I'll admit. Mind you, just coming from Cloudsdale, who wouldn't be in awe? Exactly. Praise the flock. Praise the flock. Praise the flock, everybody. God dang it. Places, every pony. A massive, buff Pegasus walked toward the entrance to the Coliseum. We're going to do this by name. Your educators are on the east side of the field. Do not, I repeat, do not fly too far west. You can fly as far east as you want. Nobody cares. But if you dare fly just a little bit too far west, boy, I'm going to send you straight to the Rainbow Factory, and you're going to get straight into the Pegasus device, and you're going to get straight into Spectra. I swear to Celestia. If they lose sight of you for any reason, you'll be failed immediately. No pressure. Take deep breaths. Stretch your wings one last time. The test will consist of 3 sections: weather clearing, agility, and finally recovery. Clear the clouds, fly through the hoops, and then fly to the marked elevation. Close your wings for at least 3 seconds. Any less, and you'll fail. But keep in mind there's no extra points for extra seconds. Finally, recover before you hit the cloud floor. Understood? Any questions? The instructor paused and carefully glanced at every single pony in the room. Everyone's eyes were completely focused on him, and none were creased with confusion. All right. Aurora Dawn, you're up first. Clear, fly, fall, complete. Will the self-insert make it? Will the self-insert pass this test? Or is she a main character? We'll have to find out next time on BroneReads Rainbow Factory, which will be updated even less than BroneReads Starket's Prophecy. Don't think you've escaped me yet. Anyway, Diamond Tiara's best pony. Bye.